There's a lot of things that unite Israel and the United States as far as values, ethics, morals go. At the end of the day, freedom is the most precious and valuable resource that humans have.
You're going to have a general next to a private. You're going to have a Holocaust survivor next to a new immigrant, next to a born and raised Israeli. In 2014, Max Steinberg, he actually lost his life in a crazy battle. How many people do you think in the middle of a military operation with rockets are landing in the big city in Israel come for a funeral of a lone soldier who has no family in Israel except for his parents coming in? 30,000 Israeli citizens. Because everybody here gets it. There are some people who don't know the soldiers who are going to come and give the respect.
The freedom. Israel represents that same thing. They're under oppression. They want the ability to choose for themselves the future that they want for themselves and for their children. And they would like to do that in a peaceful way, same as the United States. But those values are under attack in many different aspects.
One of the things that, given our backgrounds watching what goes on, that these people are really good at is the IO campaign, the influence operations, right? That's the PR campaign of all these groups. And so when attacks happen, how often do you hear about the actual attacks going on in Israel? Never. But you sure as heck hear about them going after the people that did it. But then it gets made to look like this, oh, they're going in and causing damage. How many people know that Gaza leadership attacks the plant that is supplying power to the Gaza Strip? And then they tell their people, look what the Jews are doing to you. And that's where just getting the information out to the world of what the reality is and being aggressive about that campaign, in a sense you could say, about the actual ground truth of the situation. That is what the world needs to hear. And when events occur, they need to get out in front of that.
I think one of the biggest things is educate the U.S. citizens, make the information available of what's really going on here. Just simple pieces of information. But in reality, I think most Americans don't even think about Israel or what's happening here in the Middle East. They don't know why it's happening here. It's not shown to them.
Israel on a daily basis faces existential threats. I have respect for my friends and allies in Israel, and it's one that Americans should support wholeheartedly. To see a country like Israel fight the same enemies that we are, they're in the middle of the threat while we sit safely on this side of the Atlantic Ocean.